Welcome back to True Wellness. Thanks for spending time with us again today. Today we're going to touch on a philosophy, more of a philosophy, something that I was involved in a conversation just a couple of weeks ago with a bunch of different practitioners, both of the Western mindset and Western schooled, as well as some alternative healthcare practitioners, and we're having a wonderful, interesting conversation. And as we were talking about different techniques and different concepts and different theories in regards to how the body works and how we help people try and regain their health and maintain their own health through non-invasive natural processes and remedies. One of the practitioners said, it's just an amazing thing. The body's just an incredible, incredible machine. And everybody kind of nodded their heads and looked around and said, yeah, the body's an incredible machine. And I said, wait a second. I said, that's absolutely the biggest difference between, for instance, biological therapy or biological medicine, European biological medicine is taught by Dr. Thomas Rao, and the Western mindset. This person said, yeah, the human body is just an amazing machine. And I said, we don't look at it as a machine. And that's the biggest difference. Western medicine over the last 200 years has convinced us that the body can be viewed as if it's a machine, as if it's your car. And so that when things go wrong, it appears that it's going to be a very simple fix. If my elbow hurts, then they should investigate my elbow. If my knee hurts, they should investigate my knee. Obviously, if there's injuries and accidents and traumatic things happen to our body, Western medicine is absolutely fantastic in regards to putting that quote-unquote machine back together. But the truth is, we're not a machine. We're not a machine. And I've never heard anyone, and during this conversation with these practitioners, I said, I've never heard anyone where they looked out the window and they saw a rabbit and they said, look at that rabbit. That's an incredible machine. Look at that deer. That deer's the most amazing machine I've ever seen. Isn't that an incredible machine, how deer are put together? Or birds that fly in the air? Aren't they amazing machines? We never hear anyone say that any animal's a machine. Or a plant. I've never heard anyone look at a rose and say, what a beautiful, beautiful machine this is. Look how nature put this incredible machine together. And yet, for most of us, it's very commonplace to think of our bodies as a machine. As if our spirit is housing this machine as if it's a car. And when that car wears out, our spirit leaves the machine. Well, maybe it's a little different than that. Maybe we're so not a machine that we are completely integrated in relationship to our soul and our spirit and our body. Maybe we're more like plants. Maybe we're more like the deer. Maybe we're more like the birds. Maybe we should stop thinking of ourselves as a machine. And I think that would change a lot of perspective in regards to how we deal with our own health. Because my car can sit out front, and it can sit there for years and years. And if I don't do anything to it, it will slowly deteriorate and rust away. But the machine doesn't really change. The machine doesn't grow heavier. It doesn't grow thinner. It doesn't yearn for things. It doesn't want anything. If I fill it full of gas and water, I can drive it around. If it's completely empty, then it doesn't function. And yet, human beings aren't like that at all, right? Even if we don't eat for an entire day, I can still function. If I don't put any fuel in for a day, I can still function. It's not good for me, but we can do it. And I know that my weight fluctuates from year to year a little bit. I know as I get older, I actually look different and feel different, and things start to change. Maybe I have a little more aches and pains as I get older. Maybe if I stay in really good shape, I find that I can put off those aches and pains. If I eat really well, I find that my digestive system isn't a problem at 55 years old. But the point of the whole conversation we were having is that everybody sat back and said, yeah, these are incredible machines. And I said, no, they're really not machines. We're not machines. And if we stop thinking of ourselves and referencing ourselves as machines, everything will change. A lot of things will change for us. Not just in how we view ourselves and how we move through our day, but how we deal with our health care. how we deal with our healthcare. You're not pulling into the garage and sitting down on the doctor's table and going, okay, here's my machine, I want you to fix this. Here are my complaints, I want you to fix this. That's a mechanistic way of looking at our health. And it keeps us in that mindset of, this is a machine. And we're not machines. What are we? What are we? Well, there's lots of things that we can look around, and actually we're extremely similar to plants. Our whole system is very similar to plants. 98% of our DNA is exactly the same as a chimpanzee. So 2% made a difference in relationship to becoming a chimp or a human. That doesn't happen with machines. I can build the same machine over and over and over again. It's exactly the same, right? Every Ford truck out there, F-150 Ford truck, is absolutely identical. 2014 is absolutely the same, no matter where it is in the country. There are no two human beings absolutely identical and the same. Western science has broken the body apart and deduced it all the way down, even to a cellular level, and they go, look, everybody's cells are the same. But they're finding out that that's not true either. And certainly our mindset, our perceptions, our ability to move through our life certainly isn't the same for everybody. So, I want you to do me a favor and stop thinking of yourself as a machine. Stop looking at your kids as a machine, as machines. We're not functioning and living on this planet as machines. So, maybe we're more akin to the animal life or the plant life on this planet. Man made machines. Mankind started out and made machines. And they help us with all kinds of things. And they've made us progress throughout history. And they put us at the top of the food chain. No doubt about it. Machines have been really, really important, but we're not one of them. So let's stop thinking of ourselves as one of them. And let's stop treating ourselves as if we're one of them. And expecting our bodies to break down at 16, 70, and 80 years old. We just kind of expect it because the machine wears out. Well, I say you can't wear this machine out if you take good care of it and you have maintenance on it. You can't wear it out. It's going to change and morph. You're not the same person you were yesterday. I'm not the same person I was when I started this blog 7.5 minutes ago. So it was a wonderful conversation, and I have great excitement and enthusiasm whenever I'm with lots of different practitioners and we're having conversations about healthcare. And one of the greatest things that happened in that big round table discussion was somebody said, aren't we incredible machines? Isn't the body an incredible machine? And I say, it's not a machine. It's anything but a machine. It's more amazing than any machine that's ever been built and ever will be built. So, enjoy your day. Thanks for spending some time with us. And remember, you're an incredible, ever-changing, organic, energetic, spiritual being that's not the same person you were 5 minutes ago, and you won't be the same person you are 20 years from now. And that has nothing to do with any kind of machine. You're not a machine, you're an incredible being. And we'll talk real soon. Thanks so much.